Love it or hate it, Call of Duty is back for yet another year, and this time it's finally doing something new with the franchise, basically going a little bit further into the future than it's ever gone before. Advanced Warfare from Sledgehammer Games is taking Call of Duty in an entirely new direction, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
It's looking really exciting from this trailer. Obviously, not a huge amount of gameplay here, but we are getting glimpses of some of the technology we get to play within the game. Things like exoskeleton suits, more up-to-date guns, and sort of future-looking weaponry, like more advanced drones and things like this. Really interesting stuff. And I don't know, we're starting to see maybe some comparisons with Titanfall, which is an interesting move because obviously there's a lot of ex-COD developers working at that studio now.
Yeah, it's a really interesting move here. I think, so this trailer's giving us little glimpses of what we can expect. So the exoskeleton suits, as you mentioned, they are going to let you sort of jump like 10 feet into the air and make these ridiculous leaps. And you can even upgrade them in the single player so you can hover and do all these other cool things and get like Spider-Man gloves. You can climb up walls. So that's sort of bringing in this parkour element that we've seen from Titanfall. And really what it's going to have to do is also increase the size of the maps, change the way we play, because you can't just be leaping 10 feet down a corridor, which is obviously the typical COD design, otherwise the game's going to fall apart. So I'm really interested to see how the dynamics of this Call of Duty shift.
Yeah. Also, there are mechs, slightly smaller mechs than we saw in Titanfall perhaps, but there will be some mechs. I guess we can't really get away from mentioning Kevin Spacey's in this game, which was a nice little surprise we got.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, they're really going all out with this one. So Kevin Spacey is taking the lead as the sort of main antagonist. And then we've also got Call of Duty's going to have its protagonist voiced for the first time by Troy Baker, who obviously we know and love from Bioshock Infinite as Booker DeWitt.
And so many other games.
He was
the Joker in Batman Origins as well,
which was indeed
a good turn.
So I think they're going for like this really like Hollywood feel, like bigger than we've ever felt before. COD's always been like this weird military Bond movie, and then now it's just going cinematic to like this unbelievable Michael Bay level, except it's finally got like the talent, the resources, and the sort of insanity that we expect from a AAA blockbuster.
Certainly. I think it's going to be interesting to see just how well they integrate some of this future tech into what's always felt like a fairly grounded series. I mean, Modern Warfare pushed it a little bit further forward, but it needs to maintain a little bit of realism.
Yeah, so COD's coming out later this year as always, and we expect to see some more of it at E3.